I'm serving and giving you the 411 on all the celebrity tea, shade, and drama. You're watching The Hunt Tea with Brittany Shea. Before we get into this video, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It's for the free. Hit that like button and that bell to be notified of new videos. And leave a comment down below because we got some things to talk about and get into. So let's get into it. So Cardi B recently did a sit-down interview with presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. So the interview hasn't even aired yet, and Cardi B already getting backlash from the right-wing conservative party against her for her being involved in politics, which she has been doing recently anyway. You know, she always been voicing her opinion about Donald Trump and his characterization and how he run this country and how he's a terrible president, which I concur. But she wrote this post on Instagram, you know, sitting face to face with Bernie Sanders, and about him, and her followers sent questions to her to ask him, and this is what she had to say about their sit down. Not me, us. Thank you, Senator Bernie Sanders, for sitting with me and sharing your plans on how you would change this country. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my followers if you had the opportunity to have a question answered by a Democratic candidate, what would it be? I got a lot of submission and selected the most popular questions to get answered. Stay tuned to see how we will fight for economic, racial, and social justice for all. Together, let's build a movement of young people to transfer this country. Let's learn about our candidates. So from what you can hear from the basis of the sit down, Cardi B is trying to get the young voters and the young fan base that she has of the millions of followers that follow her to get more involved into politics and to voting, which any person should do logically anyway. We all have the right to vote, and we should exercise that right to vote, no matter what your political beliefs or your political stance. So good to her that she's trying to bring, you know, more awareness and get more young people involved. And ultimately, that was the goal for her and for Bernie Sanders as well, to basically drive this election in 2020 so that the Democratic Party can be strong and the candidate to who's going to go against Donald Trump in the upcoming election.
What up, y'all? I only got 1 minute to say this, so I'm going to say this really fast. Dear bloggers, dear YouTubers, dear influencers, we have the power to influence our youth to get educated when it comes to our Democratic candidates. You see, the Republicans, they are afraid to stand up to Trump because he might take their positions away from them. But the Democrats, they just don't give a fuck. And my thing is, right, that we get distracted with people putting Trump on blast, like CNN constantly putting Trump on blast on the illegal shit that he has been committing in this country, because he puts things on Twitter that distract us from all the bullshit that he actually be doing. So instead of us posting the little bullshit that he be posting on Twitter, why don't we post every single day these positive things that these Democratic candidates want to do for our country? Like, this man has a big chance of winning in 2020, and we could change that.
So quite naturally, by politics being a touchy subject that a lot of people don't want to touch on or address, of course, you know, you have your extremists that have a problem with anything you say or disagree concerning Donald Trump, the president. So Cardi B, like I mentioned earlier, she was getting attacked by, you know, extremist conservative fan base about her political stance and beliefs, but she didn't really fully endorse Bernie Sanders. She was just giving him a voice on her platform. So she came back and posted on her Instagram page, and she did a post and delete. She captioned, "Stop trying me. We ain't doing enough in 2016. We can make do it now." What? The future is in our hands. Stop trying me though. Like I won't get ghetto on your ass. Let's keep it cute. Put it on mute. That was sis said. So she posted this video.
See, I was trying to keep professional, but y'all motherfuckers is coming at me on my last video, so now I'm about to get ignorant. First thing first, I'm not telling people to get educated when it comes to these candidates for no fucking clout. Every other 2 days, I'm getting 100,000 followers. My engagement is crazy. My music is selling. My shows are selling. I'm good. And I've been doing this shit for a hot minute. I've been preaching about politics since I had crooked teeth. Y'all could go on YouTube. Y'all could check. Every other day, I'm on live talking about this shit. I did a whole concert last year that was dedicated on midterm elections. However, y'all keep on wanting to bring up, oh, I'm not taking advice from a stripper. I'm not this, I'm not that. All right, and then when you get stuck with the same president that y'all complain about every other day, then it's like, oh, you see? Should listen to the stripper. I pay millions of dollars in taxes in this country, so yes, I'm trying to make a change. There's countries like Sweden that they have free healthcare, free college education, so people don't gotta worry about going bankrupt if they want to educate themselves and want to become something, or if they ever get sick. So yeah.
So another person that came to oppose Cardi B from the right-wing conservative side was Candace Owens. She posted on Twitter, please retweet. I see that I am Cardi B is politically advocating for Bernie Sanders with claims that Trump is bad. I would like publicly offer $250K to a political campaign of her choosing, and she would publicly debate her stance with either myself or any black conservative I choose. Now, girl, now you know Cardi B is not finna be doing no damn debate with you. And you don't need to debate nothing no way anyway, because you always in the business and you chasing clout yourself, Candace Owens. Because if you all remember last year, she was right with Kanye West when Kanye West was saying slavery was a choice on TMZ. Baby, Candace Owens ain't nothing but a clout chaser, child. So then Cardi B came back with a clapback of her own, saying, why don't you use that $250K for a charity that would be more helpful? I like Bernie because since the 60s he been fighting for equality. It looked like progression is really his passion. I still want to ask other Candace questions that my followers would like to know. And then she said, my actual goal is to educate the youth on our candidates to advocate and spread the message on any candidate they choose to support. The same way you do for your favorite, that is all. And y'all know Candace Owens' favorite is Donald Trump. She's been a big supporter and backer of Donald Trump. And Candace, she came back with her rebuttal saying, retweet, Bernie is a fraud that wants 75% of your income. Respectfully, it's hardly education if you are boxing out minorities for Trump. You should be open to conversation regarding your claims. He's a racist. Baby. The real racist Donald Trump. I don't know what Candace Owens trying to get at, honey. I don't know. I never heard accusations about Bernie Sanders. But we all know Donald Trump has said some very disparaging remarks, especially recently when he told four minority women that's in the Senate that they need to go back to the countries where they're from. How disrespectful and degrading that is to tell these four successful women of different races and background and culture to go back where they came from. In between time, Cardi B is performing at multiple venues across the country. So now in the past 24 hours, she had to cancel one of her performances in Indiana. All of a sudden, since this whole situation happened with her basically trying to do this whole thing with Bernie Sanders. She wrote in a caption post on Instagram, Dear Indiana, I just want to let you know I was in the venue today with this video. I rehearsed and started doing glam due to a security threat that is under investigation. The show has been canceled. My safety and your safety is, she said first. It probably is for whatever. I want to thank the promoters. We have already rescheduled the show. I'm so sorry, guys. I never dealt with a situation like this before, and I'm not taking any chances. I love you guys. So tell me why all of a sudden she ain't never dealt with no security issues or situation. Who is up there calling and making threats? Y'all tell me. I don't know. Ain't no telling. And it could be any everybody. Somebody, she probably pissed somebody off about this whole situation of her getting involved in politics. But y'all, tell me what y'all think. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. It's greatly appreciated, Lord. And for the free, leave a like Hit that bell to be notified when I post videos. And like I always say, before you go, leave a comment below. Do you think that Cardi B should have just kept herself out of the politics limelight of what's going on with the Democratic candidates? And another thing I want to know is, who are you supporting? Have y'all been watching the debates? Is there a particular candidate that stick out to you? And I also want to mention, just because Cardi B may be, sitting down with Bernie Sanders, it doesn't matter. Whoever you feel basically aligns with your belief and your political stance and what you see going forth with this country, then you vote for that person, no matter if it's a celebrity or not. You go with who you feel like represents your best interest. But y'all, I hit you back and get back with you on the next video. Bye.